But I do want to start at I want to start at 7. I want to start at 7 because that part says when the Israelites cried out to the Lord. We're at we're at Judges 6:7, and it says when the Israelites cried out to the Lord because of Midian, and that's when they were going through all this. They wanted help. They're like, okay, you brought us from here, and in this new space, we're still struggling. We still have this going on. So they're doing what they did last time. Let's cry out for help. And this time, instead of God just bringing them out by themselves, He sent somebody. He sent somebody. He sent and not just somebody, but a prophet. He sent a prophet. And he said, and the prophet comes with a word directly from where he says, this is what the Lord, God of Israel, says. He says, I brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery, and I rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians. So he's first when, a lot of times, and this happens to me too, a lot of times when I'm in something, because we were talking about that earlier about how when you're in something, you tend to get closer with God. You tend to ask more of Him. And the first thing, I don't know about you guys, but the first thing that happens to me when I am in that and I'm talking to God is Him bringing up and showing me like memories of what He's already brought me through, what I've already survived, what I've already used Him to get out of last time. He's already bringing up evidence. That's the first thing that happens. I get those little pieces of evidence. The memories start to pop up. Oh yeah, I did make it through that. I did survive that. That's the first thing that starts to happen when I start to go through something and I get to calling on God. That's the first thing that starts to happen. I did make it through that. It started just popping up like I did make it through that. Because He wants to show you that if I can help you through that, I can definitely help you through this. I could definitely help you through this. Do you still trust me to help you through this? That's what He needs to know. And that's that confirmation that He's waiting out of you to receive. So then He reminds them of His promises, of what He said to you. Right? That's in 10. He's like, let me remind you who I am and what I said. Because a lot of times when we're going through things, we act like we forgot. And I'm speaking for me, but if it relates to you, it does, But a lot of times when we're going through things, we act like we forgot what He said He was going to do and what He promised us. So then Gideon is now questioning Him. And the first thing he says is, pardon me, my Lord, which means he's not trying to mean this in a disrespectful way. That's why he says, pardon me. Like, if I'm being disrespectful, let me know. But I just have a question, I'm just asking a question. I don't want to come off disrespectful, but I just have a question. I just want to know. And he says, but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Then he asks, where are all His wonders that our ancestors told us about when they said, did not the Lord bring us up out of Egypt? But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian. So, mind you, a lot of times we think that the Lord has abandoned us, that we're by ourselves, but we're really not. Because He said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. But because sometimes when we go through things and we have these thoughts, we forget what He said. And to be completely honest with you guys, He already knew this was going to happen to us. That's why He put it in the text that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Because He knows at some point while you're going through this, you're going to go and find that. And you're going to need it. So then the Lord turned to him and said, go in the strength that you have, that's already inside of you. Not go find this and use this to power up, go grab you an energy drink. No. He said, go in the strength that you already have inside of you. And you're going to save them. Since I did it last time and you're questioning me, you're going to save them this time. Because I've already placed inside of you the strength you need to do it. And y'all know what Gideon did? He said, pardon me again. Not in a disrespectful way. But I just got another question, I'm just looking at, how much I weigh, and I ain't been in the gym that much. I don't know if I really have that much strength to save, a whole country. Like, are you sure you want to pick me? Like, out of all people, are you sure about me? I was just wondering. That's what he said. I mean, he said, I'm the weakest one. I'm the weakest link. I'm the black sheep. Are you sure about me? And I was like, yeah, I'll be with you. I'm going to give you the instructions of what to do. And you're going to do it. And that's when he gets into the next part. He said, okay. But now he's testing God. He's like, well, before I do this, I need to know that it's really you. I need some confirmation. I need to know that before I start this new journey and just embark out there and give it my all, I need to know that it's really something that you have called me to do. Because we're not talking about a small mission here. We're not talking about something small. This is like when God called you to quit your job in our day and age. Like, yeah, I need you to quit your job. All the income you got going there, I need you to go ahead and just let that go and trust what I have. This is something like that. Yeah, I need you to start a business with no funds, from scratch, nothing. Yeah, I want you to give everything in your wallet right now to that homeless person right there on the street. Yeah, and you got to be able to do next week. That's what I want you to do. Yeah, with the job already quit it. Yep, and I need you to trust me to do it. This is a situation like that, right? So Gideon's like, well, I need you to give me a sign. I just really need a sign. I need to know that it's you. Because I don't want to do this and then it's not really for you. I don't want to do it for the wrong reasons. Because I already have this image that I'm the weakest one in the family. And then imagine just going out there doing something just to look like you're the strongest one, instead of it being something God actually called you to do. So he says, I want to know that it's you so that I can do it for the right reasons. I want to know that it's you. So then that's when Gideon starts his routine. He says, in order for me to see that it's you, I am going to be looking for this sign from you. And only me and you know about the sign. So that's how I'm going to know it's you. So here, meet me here at this time. And I'm going to be looking for the sign. And I want you to be here when I get back. I'm going to wait for you. And every time he comes back, guess what? The Lord is there with the sign. He's right there in alignment and confirmation over the situation that he has called Gideon to do. He's showing Gideon that you are exactly who I called you to be. You have the strength. You are not who your family says that you are, or who you are known in your small town as. You are much more than that. So then, notice how when you get down to the bottom, Gideon he's not fully even there yet. He still has pieces of fear in his heart, but he doesn't allow them to hold him back. He says, you know what, since I still fear my family and what they have said about me and what I know, I'm going to pull this play off in the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping. So I don't have to worry about what they're speaking over me. I don't have to worry about who's judging me. I don't have to worry about what they have to say. I don't have to worry about anybody trying to stop me from what God has called me to do. I know what time is going to work, and I'm going to try it at this time. And I know that if it doesn't work, that I have been putting my trust and my energy into what God calls me to do, rather than what somebody else tried to get me to do. And it works. He tries it throughout the night, and they wake up in the morning. And although he does get caught, everybody eventually finds out that it was him who did it. Guess what happens? His family doesn't turn on him, at least not his father. his father says, you know what? And we're talking about his actual father. His father says, you know what? If the man whose altar he destroyed is a so-called God, why can't he face this on his own? Why do he need to send the whole town? Why do he need to do all that? What is he scared of? If you're a so-called God. Because God knew there's going to be false people around here. People, other gods who think, who think that they can reign over people. But even as you more read into the Bible, you know that it's nothing we can really do that's going to faze God. Going to anger him and make him put, wrath on the people because of something we did. He is the author of our story. He knew what we was going to do before we did it. So things like that wouldn't even affect him. He teaches us lessons, but we're not the one teaching him lessons. We're not the one out here teaching him lessons. So now Gideon has gained some confidence. So much that he's assembled a team. And he's calling them. He said, get ready. Because he already knows what's about to happen. Because God has already placed instruction with him. And he's already went back and forth with God 3 times now in the same routine of let me ask and seek and then knock and see what God has to say about this. And he says, you know what? We're going to do this thing. So he starts assembling a team and he goes back to God again. Back to God again. Notice how every step he checks in. He checks in. He said, I need a sign. I need some type of confirmation that I'm still going in the right direction. This is now a part of my routine. I need to know that I'm going in the right direction. Last time I had you do this and I knew it was you. This time I want you to do this and I want to still know that it's you. He said, be there. We're going to meet at this spot. And every time God was there. So now Gideon is going back to God and reminding him, this is what you promised me. Because now it's no turning back now. This is what you promised me. This is the time. And I feel like a lot of... Oh, go ahead, Anna.
I was going to say, I feel like him right now because I was like repeatedly asked God, what does he want me to do? And he physically allowed someone to come into my dreams to tell me what he wanted me to do. But it's like, I do need to build that routine. I keep consistently asking him every day, am I still going in the right path? Is this what you want me to do? But it's like, it's kind of challenging in a way because it's like, I have people in my ear telling me, oh, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I don't know, like, and I guess a lot of reasons because I have a son, and I want to please God, but I also want to make sure that I'm on the right path so that way that, I don't know, what's my words?
Just finish.
No, I've like kind of lost my words.
One thing I will say that came to me while you were talking is that notice that every time Gideon came back to God, he was still on the same path. Like his mission never changed. The first mission that God gave him, he stayed on that mission. He was asking for confirmation throughout for the steps. But the overall mission stayed the same. And I feel like, and this is just what I got, that you don't know your overall mission. And that If you don't have that, the steps in between are already confusing. So,
All I heard,
oh,
and I guess I can tell y'all because I feel comfortable with it, but all I heard, and I kept asking God, I'm like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And then a guy come to me in a dream, which I believe was an angel, and said that you need to be a full-time content creator.
right. So if that is your overall mission, you need to fully use the strength that God has put into you into that. Take it serious, Like, treat it like it's not a game. Treat it like a job that you already getting paid for. When I see a lot of these creators blow up, they say it's because I posted this amount of times and I treat it like a job. I treat it like a schedule. I clocked in and then one day I looked up and I was really making money off of it. The question is, do you really believe that you're going to make money off of this one day? So much that you're able to clock in every day and not just post anything, but take time in your post, because every post you put up is an opportunity for somebody new to get to know you, to follow you, to share your content. Like, when you think of your videos from that aspect, every video I put up is something somebody is going to share, view, relate to, get something from. Something somebody needs. Most content creators are, at first, we're doing it for fun, and I feel like there's still a way to find fun in it, but you have to find what speaks out to people. What does God want you to share with the next person?
I asked him, and he said that the world needs to see my energy.
Okay. So show it. The world needs to see your energy, but are you ready for the world to see your energy? Is my question.
No.
Well, but also it's not about if you're ready, because like in the chapter that we just read, he questioned God a bunch of times because he's just like, bro, are you sure? Like, me? Like, I'm not the strongest one. I'm not the, you know. So he didn't think he was ready as well. But it's like,
When God
if God
calls
is
you,
telling you to do it,
it don't
he's
matter if
already
you're ready.
telling you're ready. Like, you know.
It's time. And I'm going to tell you why you just like Gideon too. He didn't have nothing to lose. He took a chance.
I was just saying that earlier. I don't have nothing to lose, literally.
Oh no, somebody sees Anna real energy. So scary. Oh my gosh. Oh no, somebody sees the real you. I think you have to see yourself in other people's content, because a lot of times we overconsume and overthink about ourselves because of what we've seen other people produce. Is somebody talking? It's cutting out.
No.
Oh. So I really think that you just need to, I would say, make your routine. Hey, I'm going to try it for a week. Every day at this time, I'm going to post me one of my energy video and see what happens. And see how it goes. Just try to build, when God gives you that one mission, you just need to build a routine off just that mission and let everything else fall into place. But as long as you build your routine off of what he exactly said to you, the mission that he gave you, that's all that matters. Everything else will fall into place. So if you just start with that, you might be scared the first video, but by the third day, you're going to be like, I've been doing this for the past 3 days. And that's exactly how you are, Anna. Once you do something consistently for a little while, it comes to you like it's nothing. The same way you're doing with these orders. Yeah, I just got to get my stats up. Yeah, I just got to show my energy on camera. You need to be the same way you about your stats. That's how you need to be about your content. And not focusing on no followers or nothing. Focus on the mission that God gave you, showing your energy. That's it. The problem is that you try to focus on other things. Focus on the mission that God gave you. At least for like a week straight. Make that part of your routine. Focusing on the mission that God gave you. Because he already knew there would be other things that comes with it that will try to get in the way. But he said, I want your mind here. I don't care about that stuff. I want your mind here. This is what I called you to do. And I'm speaking to myself right through you. It's not just for you. I'm pretty sure Danielle can get something from this too. We've all been there. Still gonna go there. It's a cycle, like we was reading. So yeah, that's what I would say. Danielle, you got anything? I know sometimes you post content too.
No, yeah, it is for me. I definitely just telling my children how just when it comes to school, when it comes to photo shoots, just creativity, I just haven't had like the spark or the fire or the desire to do like much of anything. Like I'm not excited for school. Like I haven't been wanting to do any shoots, whatever like that. So it's definitely just taking it in and just like trying to find that fire and that passion and that excitement for just growth and leveling up again. Because I definitely don't have it right now.
I feel you, Danielle. I feel you. And I think, and I don't know if you feel this way too, but I think a part of the reason why I don't show my energy is because I'm afraid to get like judged. That's like it, like I don't know. Oh man, why I be losing my words? I don't think I be losing my words. I think I just don't be wanting to say it. That's what it is. It's like I don't want to feel. I don't know. I just don't want nobody to be like, oh. I guess I'm more so thinking about what other people thinking instead of thinking about what God is thinking.
So why don't you spend a week not thinking about other people? Like, I know it's harder than it sounds, but just trying. Like, maybe creating something that you use every time you think of other people that's a reminder, hey, I don't need to be thinking like that. Like, you know how with the challenge you have us on, every time I get ready to decline the order, we accepting everything. Why don't you make your accept everything for your content?
I don't know why I'm fighting this. I think that's how I know that it's something that God want me to do because I fight it so hard.
You can't run from the Lord. Sorry, it's just I had to get it out of my head. Like
I try to move on to the next thing, like if that makes sense. Like he'll say, "Hey, I want you to be a full-time content creator," but I'll sit here and try to sell T-shirts or say something that he didn't tell me to do, and I don't see any like consistently sales because that's not what he placed me at. I had this girl something similar. That's so crazy because like before I had the dream, I had a girl tell me, and she could have been very well getting a message from God because she didn't call herself like at the time. This is when I was in New Age spirituality, and she didn't call herself a psychic. She said that she hears God, and she told me, she said, "You don't need to sell nothing. All you need to do is pick up the camera and talk."
Yeah.
She's like, "You don't need no merch. You don't need nothing. You're your own brand." And I'm just like, okay. So at that moment, it's like, okay, how can I be my full authentic self on camera? Because I hear you or Kiana say, like, hey, look at other people's videos for, like, encouragement and everything like that. So I'm like, okay, me looking at other people's videos, I see them, like, mopping the floor and they have words on the screen. That's not me showing my energy. Or I'll see somebody working out, doing a workout video.
Can I stop you right there?
Yes.
If that's not what, what God told you to do, why are you looking at their content? When we tell you to look at other people's videos, what we meant is whatever video that God is like calling you to make, you need to look at people who are making videos like that. If you consider yourself a high energy person, you need to be on TikTok high energy content creators. Like people like them people who be streaming. You think they care about what people think about them? Let's talk about Kai Cenat. This man was on stream for 30 days straight. We seen every side of him. Every side. You can only hide from so long. 30 days straight, you in front of a camera. We seen every side of him. So now whatever he does, people are not even shocked. Cause like, yeah, it's whatever, it's Kai. That's what they literally say. Pretty soon it's Anna. That's just who she is. Nobody's gonna be shocked. Because nobody has ever seen this side of you, you think people are gonna be shocked. Because you won't show people this side.
And also too, like the people that goes against, I've seen it quite a few times, even myself with acting. Like people are going to go against you and like say that you're crazy and this is stupid and stuff like that until
it works.
Until other people start supporting you, then that's when they gonna want to support. Like you say with Kai, and I've seen it a bunch of other times with a lot of other people. When people are first starting off, they look crazy or they look like it's not gonna work, or people are doubting them until it start working, and that's when everybody want to support and everybody want to be a part of their team. Everybody want to, so everybody's not going to be rooting for you in the beginning. Everybody's not going to be, supporting you in the beginning. But you got to keep going regardless.
And you got to trust that the Lord will send your supporters who like your energy. How can you trust in that if you've already judged them before they even supported you? Do you think that when he sent Gideon, everybody was just going to fall behind him? No. They had to trust in what the Lord told Gideon and then follow behind him. Before that even happened, they didn't even know who he was. They didn't even know who he was. He said, I'm the weakest link. I don't even be out in the crowds for real. Nobody knows me. What do you mean you picked me? That's exactly what he said. That's what I mean when you have to actually see yourself. If you are watching somebody content and you don't see yourself in it, you don't need to be watching it. Simple.
It's one girl that I watch that I see myself in. And I don't know if you know her. She's on Instagram. Her name is Whitley.
Oh, just Whitney?
Wig fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, she's super sweet. I like her. She just does whatever comes to her mind. But she also has a niche. It's dating advice. That's what she known for. She has a dating show. A dating she puts singles together. She gets booked for it. But she started doing skits about her dating, her absence journey. And then she went viral when her wig fell off. On a book podcast, somebody booked her.
Bro, I never skipped that video. I watched it like 10 times, and I still to this day, when it popped up on my feed, I literally watched the whole video.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, God used that to blow her up.
And now she's married.
Yeah, that's just like what's his name, Ashton. That one video of his routine that blew him up.
Yep.
And
But you
God
gotta-
used that.
You gotta think about it. He was doing that routine before that video was blew up. He was.
He
It's just
didn't.
that was the one that the world was ready for everybody else to see.
Yeah, and also too, that's just like what I just said. It's just like proof that. Well, I mean, we already know all those quote unquote overnight success stories is never overnight. Probably like 10 years in the making of behind the scene work that nobody ever seen, videos that nobody ever even liked because they didn't get, enough views to be on your feed or whatever. So yeah, just know that it is not just I mean, if that's what God had for you, like if God had a video that's gonna blow everything up tomorrow, like that'll happen. But just with the people that y'all are stating, I'm sure that like it took them just constantly being obedient to what God is telling them to do before they even seen the payout.
Yeah, because not only that, what happens if God blows up one of your videos today and then you don't post another one tomorrow?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Or if you're not prepared, because this is something that I pray for too, with like the blessings or the things that I pray for. I now have started asking like God to prepare me or make sure I steward the blessing the right way, because I used to always pray like, Lord, help me book this TV show, help me get this audition, blah blah. But back then, it was like if I was to get that TV show or if I was to get that movie, I didn't have the confidence enough to be ready for the backlash, or if people didn't like it, or if I got a bunch of hate comments, like I wasn't confident enough for that. So it's like God, for me, I feel like God was just like, I'm not about to give you this thing because you're not ready for it. Like you're just ready for the good part, but you're not ready for the other side of it too. So I think that is big as well. Like especially in this world, we live in a sinful world. So even if it is a blessing from God, like even if your video do blow up, like are you prepared for some negative comments under your video? Are you prepared for, like all the things that come with it, not just the cute side of it?
Right. And I think that is right, because of posting God is also preparing you. Oh my God. Ah! Girl, that video was so good. Let me turn the video down. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true though.
But yeah, and I think you just gotta trust in the mission that God has called upon you. And it's one thing to know your mission. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know my mission yet, Like, I didn't get my dream yet. I didn't get the A-OK. Hey, this is your mission. I assigned you to this.
Amari, I really believe you have. I think you just over, like, not trying to do it right now.
What do you do? This girl.
That TV personnel.
This girl think I should be on TV.
Don't you think that Amari should be a TV personnel? Like, isn't she someone you could see on television?
Yeah.
Told
She
you.
would be America's sweetheart. But I definitely would say too, like with that, just being ready, especially if you're gonna be speaking about God's word and stuff like that, because you don't what you don't want to do is mistakenly be a false prophet or mistakenly because you're not equipped with everything that you need, that you are teaching not the most accurate things. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like being a person, I mean, we all supposed to be spreading God's word, but when you're kind of doing on a certain platform, like a pastor or like I don't know what else, but like when you're doing it on those type of platforms, it's like I forgot where in the Bible it said it, but I know Anthony Mitchell mentioned it as well. But you are judged a little bit harder by God because you're supposed to be we're all supposed to be a representation of Him, but people like pastors and stuff like that, like you are judged a little harder, especially if you are being a false prophet.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
I think that's what's stopping me too from because I always wanted to do start my podcast, and I know something that God had told me was like you don't need anybody else to do it, because I always was like trying to get my friends to do it with me, like yeah, let's just be us two, always trying to do it with somebody, and I know for sure God was like, bro, you stop. I'm not giving you these callings and these dreams to do it with somebody. I'm giving it to you for you. If you find your team, obviously you're gonna need your team along the way. But it was like I was kind of scared. Like anytime He told me to do something, I was scared. I was like trying to get somebody else to do it with me, or trying to get somebody else to participate in it with me. And I heavily felt like I was just like, I'm not telling you to keep doing this with everybody around you. I'm not telling you to start a podcast with somebody, or like I'm putting it on your heart for you. That's why it's never working out. Anything that I ever try to do with somebody just never worked out, and it's because like God was not calling me to do it with somebody else. Yeah, my head hurts.
Okay, so are we doing the challenge for this week? Because I feel like we need one.
So I would say, it's so many things that's going on in the group, and I just be like, okay, we all can't be starting fast. Well, I mean, we can, but I just be like, one person say we're doing fast for a week, one person say we're doing Esther, one person say we're doing 21. I just be like, okay, let's get together and like, what are we actually doing? But I would like, because I know, as I mentioned a few times, I was kind of like after the dinner, start the 21.
What is the 21, Anna? What is that?
So the 21 it's a 21 financial thing. So basically what you're doing is not spending money on anything besides the things that you need.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. I don't feel like I need to do that right now, or I'm not called to do that right now. So that's what I was saying, like just so that everybody can participate in it, kind of what I said the other day, like whatever they're called for, do that fast for that 21 days. Like if it's getting off social media, if it's the financial fast, if it's the Daniel fast for 21 days, if it's working out every day for 21 days, like whatever guys calling you or whatever, you're lacking at, or maybe, for content creators, maybe posting every day, or at least filming something every day for 21 days, like, That way, like, everybody can, if they want, like, participate and not just, um, yeah. Because I feel like, I know you call for the financial thing, but I think that's something too that we got to be very careful about, as well. Just like, because one person of the group is like called for something, or it's not meant for like everybody, but like,
I guess it was just something that I was just throwing out there. I wasn't like specifically trying to like have everybody in me call for it, or well, you know what I mean. But it was just something that I was just throwing out. Like,
no, yeah, definitely, no, yeah, I know, because a lot of people have been, having like job issues and financial issues and stuff like that in the group. So I feel like that definitely help.
right,
Um, but if everybody do the financial thing, I'll still do 21. I'll just like probably do like no sweets and no like alcohol and no like social media. But I have to pray more about it. Even though Thursday is like tomorrow.
That's what I said. I think for the 21 fast, we will start it August 11th. So that gives everybody time to at least get some type of confirmation on what they want to be fasting for, what they need to be fasting for. So I think the assignment that I'm going to give out is for everybody to ask God, what do I need to refrain from? Um, it's still whispering for me. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I was like, that's the worst whisper ever.
Yeah, like, and I don't know how many times I told her she can't whisper, but okay.
No, I was for a second there. I was like, I thought God was answering me. I was like, dang, I haven't quit. I thought it was something.
Oh, damn.
I was like, dang, God, you answered me real quick.
Mm.
Shoot. But yeah, definitely do that. You can definitely hold each other accountable. Because I know, like, I've kind of been testing it out the last few days, but like the little at home workout, I really want to start doing Pilates, but so much money. Maybe I'll try the YouTube ones at home too, but I
Oh,
think with my fast, because I don't want to like overly do it, so I think I'm thinking about, like, I'm a prayer Bible, I'm thinking about like no sugar, no starches, and then try to do some sort of workout every day, whether it's an actual gym day or it's just like a little in-home little workout, or like just taking a 30-minute or 20-minute walk or whatever, just something active every single day for the 21 days.
good. I don't think I'll jump on that with you, Danielle, because I haven't been working out. And even if it's like going with a run with Dory, you know,
Mm-hmm.
one time throughout the day, or maybe a walk for Capty, you know, because she was telling us
Yeah.
something.
So I don't know if everybody, like, I was just gonna share, like, if other people wanted to work out too, I was gonna share my Pinterest board, because I'm trying to like build it, and then like, obviously people can like add, if they find like a good Pinterest video that's like an ab workout or a leg workout, like they can add it, and we can all just like have that Pinterest board for like when we go to the gym, or when we're working out at home, or when we just need more ideas on how to work out, or like, how to do our forms and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be good. For tomorrow, 7:15 was the time that we settled on because Kayla wanted to get there early, and we talked to Key earlier, and she's good with the place and the time. She said that she was looking for something like a little more on the fancier side, but if she needs if she doesn't find that there, I was let her know like it's multiple different locations and there's stuff close. Like, girl, it's literally in the city. You can go 2 doors down and find that. So I think she'll see more when she actually gets here in person. Kind of when you're looking online, you don't really know what to expect. Um,
And too, like, just the Foodworks always go there. It's like not in the actual Foodworks building, but you know how they got like more restaurants on the side.
that's exactly how it is. So I was trying to
Yeah,
explain to her that, but I think Key is a person. She needs to see this in person. So, you know, when people.
I also just think it's a good medium of like,
Mm-hmm.
well, if you just want pictures, like there's like a wine bar that like there's places you can take pictures. But I feel like this is a good medium because everybody is like in a weird financial space. We just pay rent and stuff like that. Like so, I feel like it's a good. We all got a bunch of restrictions, dire restrictions.
Yes.
So I feel like this is a good medium of like if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you don't have to. You do want to spend a lot of money, you can go to one of those restaurants that you know. So it's just meeting everybody where they are right now in multiple ways.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do for that. And just making sure that